Hi everyone, it's Maureen, Crafty Sky Lady from Massachusetts. I'm coming at you with my another video of hopefully we'll do some crafting. And I want to update you as usual. It'll be fun. I hope you all had a good Thanksgiving. We certainly did. We really did. It was wonderful. Okay, so for starters, the actual day, Thanksgiving Day, it was just Eddie and I, and we knew that. And I made, I cooked a roast chicken, a full chicken, and I stuffed it, and I put it in my crock pot and let it cook for several hours that way. It was delicious. And I did all the other traditional fixings, you know, the squash and mashed potatoes, gravy, rolls, cranberry sauce. And I did, I like to do turnip too, and I mash it up. That's for me. He won't eat that. But I like that. And that's something my mother did, along with creamed onions. My mom always did creamed onions. Of course, I have to do it too, and those came out good. So we, sat at the dining room table. I got my good dishes out. I lit a candle, which is a little unusual for us because we usually eat all our meals in front of the boob tube. Yeah, we're bad. I know, but that's what we do. So that was nice, just quiet, and the two of us, and it was just a wonderful meal. And he couldn't compliment me enough on that meal, and it really was good. And then I did it all over again Sunday for my family, my son and his wife, and my daughter and her little one, our Kennedy. So, and they brought their dog, little Jack Russell Terrier, Reuben. He's so cute. And he was good. Everything, the dinner came out spectacular all over again. I did it all over again. The creamed onions, the potatoes, the squash, all of it. The rolls, the cranberry sauce, the gravy, you name it. Stuffing, we did it. And it was delicious. Apple pie, homemade apple pie. And I do like a deep dish. I mean, I really pile those apples in there. And then I did a pumpkin pie, traditional. It was just wonderful and so nice to have them all together. And I just loved it. I got great memories of the day, and I certainly hope you all had a good Thanksgiving too. That is my hope for all of you, that your days went well as well, and you got to see loved ones and family, and everything went good. Yeah. Okay, so I'm here. I have my wonderful cup of tea, some kind of perfect peach, and I've got my lemon and my Truvia in there, and I got my crocheted little cozy around us like a warm hug, and my little bird spoon, and I'm just good to go, right? People, it's the little pleasures in life. Honest to God, it really is. Little things like this that bring you joy. Keep doing that. Do the little things. And look around you more and embrace nature and the simple things. Because, I'm 70. I'll be 71 in January. And just more and more as each day passes, I truly realize how precious life is and how you really got to be grateful and thank your blessings and be thankful for your blessings. And I am, and I do, because, just today I opened up the newspaper just to read a little bit about somebody I knew and I worked with for years. And we had children. She had two girls. I had a boy and a girl, but her kids were my kids' age, and she was a teacher and a counselor, guidance counselor, and I couldn't believe it when I opened up the paper and read her name. She had a lovely obit, but how shocking. I mean, I gotta say, excuse me, my eyes are starting to not have it be so conglomerated so that my kids don't have that burden. That's my overall quest. I'll get there. But anyway, right now, I got crafting to do. Let's have some more tea. But anyway, it was just very sad to read that, And the last time I saw her, I want to say it was about 5 years ago. in the grocery store, and she looked great. I thought, wow, just amazing. But it doesn't take much. She could have fallen. She could have gotten pneumonia, a bad COVID. She could have had weak lungs or a weak heart. I mean, you don't know, you know? Dementia? I don't know. I go to see my doctor for a physical checkup because I have diabetes the 14th December, early in the morning, the next town over. Then my husband goes December 4th for his eyes. That ought to be interesting. And then I've already been, and I like this doctor very much. Glad I went, glad we met him. And he's going to be good for us. And it's just a 20-minute ride north through the country, easy peasy. If we do have to have eye surgery, it's right at the hospital in Brattleboro, easy peasy. None of this Springfield going south business where there's a murder every day and we don't know the area and we really don't want to go there. So anyway, that's that. And I'm also seeing a doctor for my knees December 1st. I can't wait. I am so ready. I am ready to, knock me out and fix these things, people, because it's bad. I'm ready. So anyway, what I wanted to share with you was, I tried to do a video last night, but I didn't like it. So we're doing one tonight. I do that. I'll do 3 or 4 before I actually literally post one, because I have to like it. And if there's something about it I don't like, I don't put it up. So I'm in my back room, obviously, and yes, it's got a lot going on. But look at this, folks. I did a bunch of these, trash to treasure. Now, these are those baskets, little cup baskets I talked about a month or so ago. I showed you. Excuse me, got them from the thrift store. This ribbon I thrifted probably this year or last year. Didn't pay more than $1.25 for that, and I don't know, $1 for so many of these. And then even this was thrifted, a beautiful garland I cut up to have the swag. And look at that, that makes a beautiful door swag for somebody's home. This is going up in my vendor booth. These are all from other crafty things from the dollar store. Trash to treasure. And I got several of these I've made. And I've got more right here. And I've got to make bows. There's another one over there. So I'm going to end up with like about 5 of them, if not more. And one of them I'm going to keep for our door. So that'll be good. Okay, so with all of that, I have a bunch of ribbon here. Although I'm not really liking any of this ribbon. Maybe this one. Although this is more of a purpley. I don't really like it. I want red. Yeah, and this is too big. I mean, this will make a big bow. But I'm not necessarily sure I want this. I do have this, but it has gold in it, and these baskets are silver, although the red had gold in it. Just have to see how it's all going to look. Oh, I've got this bow up here, but again, another wide one with the car, yeah, the truck. That's kind of cute, but again, a big bow. Not necessarily sure that, but I do need to make 2 big bows for my bottle wall area, so I'll make them up to show you how we do bows. And I've got way up there, and I'd have to, with my knees, that's not happening, but I'd have to get my reacher to get it. But there's a big box up there that says Christmas bows, and I know there's nice stuff in there. And then, yeah, there's another bow here. I do have this one, which it can suffice for a Christmas ribbon or actually any time of the year, but I might do this one on one of these. This would be pretty. Yeah, let's do this one. All right, and then I also have lots to do, but we'll craft for a little while. I'm going to set my timer. So that I know, because I've only got so much time on my camera here anyway. Yeah. It's an old timer. I'm going to set it for 25 minutes. That should be a long enough video. They tell me to start doing that, so I'm going to try doing that. I have so many projects I want to do. This I bought so that I could make a cone and then a Christmas tree out of the blinds, the Venetian blinds that you cut. I did one last year. We'll see if I can do it. I got all this stuff I gotta get up there this week to my vendor space. So, and this is a pretty flower I cut from the other day. Got a lot of junk right here in front of me, but anyway, not junk, but my crafts. Crafting junk. All right. I got a little more of this that might make me one more bow. So we're going to give it a whirl with some things here. But anyway, I thought we'd make, this is a bow dabra. Okay. Bow dabra. Got it on QVC. It's a utensil, apparatus, so you can, it helps you make bows, big bows. So I will show you how I do this. It has a little wand that comes with it, and it's for pushing down as you work. Push down the bow as you're making it. I'll show you. Kind of a neat little device. Had it for years. So how I do it is, my wire right here. I think this, oh no, I guess it is wire. At first I thought it was an old slinky. I did take some old slinkies for wire. Why not, right? But no, this is a little bit thinner. So this is actual wire, which is good crafting wire. Leave it to me. I'll find use out of just about anything. So my eBay sales have been pretty good. I'm loving that. I've had two or three sales going out daily, and that might not sound like much to those of you who are doing high volume and you've been doing on a seller for years. I'm just starting out, so 2 or 3, I was looking for these, 2 or 3 items a day, I'll take it. It's good for me. So, scissors. Like my shirt, folks. Come down a little bit more. Yeah. Thrifted, $2. I love it. LuLaRoe. It feels so good. I love it. Yeah. Pretty. I like colorful things. Okay, so you take a piece of wire, and in this case, I've got a pretty good long piece. We can always snip it off, but you want to work with a pretty good lengthy piece for a good size bow. And you'll see that I folded it in half, and I've got the hooky end going to the other opposite end of me, and the tails are facing me, okay, in the bow dabra. really cool stuff I found. Wow. All right. Okay. So again, loopy end here, open end here. In the Bodabra. Oh, take this wand out. I don't need the wand just yet. So again, the wire goes down in. Okay. All right. Not that much going. Okay. Then what you do is you take your ribbon. And in this case, I'm using this pretty striped, got like a green and white. It'll be pretty. Some people don't like a lot of bright reds and that. And again, I probably twisted this ribbon. It says $2, but I'm sure I didn't pay that. All right, so what you want to do, folks, is... now, this is a good one. This is the underneath, obviously, looking at the rim. This is the outer side, right? You want the outer always looking at you. So when I say that, what I mean is I'm going to start and keep that there. Okay? And I'm going to keep a tail. This is the end. I'm going to keep about 7 to 8 inch tail. I'm going to scrunch it. And the right side is looking up at me. Okay? And I'm going to put it in the Bodabra, scrunch it, and put it in the middle there. Put it down. Now, this outer side's looking at me. Now, my job is to twist this, bring it around, whereas I'm making a loop, one of the loops of the bow, and I want to know that the right side is looking at me, okay? And I'm going to keep it, good 4 inch nice loopy bow. We're going to do 3 on each side. 1. Okay, now I'm going to, again, turn this. That's the underside, and I'm going to bring the right side over, looking at me. And I'm going to scrunch, and I'm going to go down. About the same side. There's 1 loop now on each side. We're going to do a couple more each side. Again, twist and bring this up. Right side looking at me. Scrunch it, go down on in. There's my 2. Okay. Bring a little bit closer. Turn this. Okay. Right side looking at me. Scrunch it down. 1, 2. I'm going to go 1 more loop on that side. 1, 2. This will be my last loop I'm making on this side. Now, what have we got? Oh. Okay, so this is, it's turned, and it goes like this. Okay. So again, here's my 3, and they're all the nice right sides looking at me, okay? All right, same here. 1, 2. And you can get these Bodabras. This, I got this years ago on QVC, but I'm sure they still sell stuff like this. And I've seen similar in craft stores like Michael's and called Bodabra. Okay, there's my 3. All right. All right, 1, 2, 3. Here's my tail. And now my job is to leave another tail about that size. And I got 3. Yeah, I got 3. Okay, so now I'm going to cut it about here. Going up at an angle, but we can even change that up too. Now, this little wand is really so you can go like this and kind of scrunch it all down. Yeah, and that's going to make them. Now, this is where you take your ends that are looking at you, keep them together, okay? And you're going to flip them through the bodabra and through the hoop at this end, okay? Bring it through. And then pull, leaving it all on the bodabra still, okay? And pull it, okay? And then lift up. Then what you do is keep it nice and tight. And then you want to take your two pieces and do a little twisty, just like you're twisting a loaf of bread. Remember the ties on a loaf of bread. Yeah. Yeah. You get some nice long tails to get it onto your project. Now, we're not done. We're still going to make the center, right? All right, and I'll show you how to do that. But now what you're going to do is bring these tails and take all of these, one, looking at you, one, and kind of fluff them out with your hand, two, three, four, and we're going to go over here, 5, 6. Oh, it's so pretty. All right, now. Got a pretty bow there, but we're not quite done. We're going to do the center now. Now this is where you just take some more of your, lay that down here for a moment. Now you're just going to take some more of this, right? And you're going to take a piece of, let's see, I'll show you. Oh, probably about like that. Maybe not even quite that, like that. Okay. About what, an 8-inch maybe piece on each. It's about 8 inches. It's really about 16, not even a foot. Doesn't look like it's a foot even. But anyway, a good enough piece so that you can scrunch it together and you're going to take it and you're going to scrunch it, okay, like that. This is the part you're going to put in the center of your, you're going to scrunch it together. You're going to take another piece of wire. And just, again, take that and wrap. I wrap. That's what I do. Is I wrap one way real tight a couple times. Then I go the other way a couple times. And that's good. Now you got nice long tails on that because you're going to need that too. Good enough. And then you kind of flatten it like that. Pull the two ends. Right? And you've got the middle section of your bow. Oh, that's pretty. That's just lovely. All right. And I'll play with it as I maneuver it onto my crafted item. Look at that, folks. Do we not have a pretty bow here? I would say we do. And you can even change it up. You can put jewelry in the middle. You don't have to put the fabric. You can do other things, you know, but this is just getting you your standard bow, which I always like. Look at that. That's beautiful. And you could put these on your gifts, on swags, on anything, you know, garlands, you know, staircases for with your garland. But this is how you make bows with the bow dabber. Now, there are ways to do it without the bow dabber tool too, and you know, there's videos I'm sure on that and ways to do that. Now I'm just twisting all this and twisting, yeah, and we have it all together here, and we are ready to attach this to something lovely. Is that not a pretty bow, folks? There you have it. So that's, she's done. We'll make a couple more too, just to have. And then okay, so that's that. Then what I wanted to show you too was how I did all this. So let's just talk about that for a moment. So getting back to this one, this, like I said, was just a thrifted large swag, and I got it for $3, garland. And it was long enough, nice enough quality piece that I thought, oh, that looks real. I like this. It's not your cheesy. It's not this stuff. Like, here's the cheesy one. You can see the difference. This is the cheesy stuff. This is the nice stuff. So, and then I took my clippers and I cut lengths that I wanted, clumped them together for a swag, and they're all wired on the back with my handy dandy wire that I have here, thin wire. Okay, then I took my baskets and we spray painted them weeks ago outside. So then they dried good. They had like 3 coats of silver spray paint. I took beaded garlands from the dollar store from some other crafted garland. Cut them, took them apart, took the beads that I wanted, made my knots, beaded through with some pretty Christmas silver, and I also used jute on one of them, so you can use whatever you want. Could even use yarn if that's all you got. And your beads, make your knots, determine how long you want them hanging, make your knots, make a little hole in the bell so it don't go through, knotting it all up, make a beautiful bow, like I just showed you with the bow dabber, and attach it all, and you have a lovely, lovely holiday door swag for your home or as a gift. It's just lovely. I just love this. And how festive is it? And with all the Christmas colors. And you do it up the way you want. If you don't like the red, like I said, do it in, you know, the colors of the bow we just did. Or something. Some people steer clear of red for some reason, but I like red at Christmas. I think that's what makes Christmas. But some people in the more trendier home decor are you know, they navigate away from the red, and that's okay. Whatever suits your fancy, but that's how I did that. And I'm going to put them up at my vendor space for, the shorter, smaller ones, maybe 15. That one, maybe I'll put 17 on it all day long. And I know they'll sell. I'm going to have 4 or 5 of them up there. And I have some other really cool ideas too. So, that's that. Let's make one more bow with some other ribbon here. I don't know that I'll be using this because it's purple. Well, we can. Some people might just. It says Noel. It just say Merry Christmas. So it's Christmas ribbon. I've had this for a while. But anyway, I'll make one. Maybe I'll use it on a gift. and not the swags, but anyway, we'll make a bow, one more bow to show you. All right, there's the ribbon. Pretty kind of a purpley, navy bluish, very dark. All right, again, take my wand out. Again, grab a nice big piece of wire. And I'm not afraid to grab a good piece because it's better to have nice long tails for attaching than to have it too short, right? Yeah. All right, so here's my tail end. Here's my loopy end, and that will go away from me. And the tails will come at me, and she's in the Bodabra. Okay. Now, my ribbon is here, and again, take this off. A lot of rubbish here. This time of year, folks, with all that I do, so much going on. Oh my gosh, and I gotta decorate my house. It started, but I have a lot more to do, but we'll get it done. All right, so obviously I know that's the underside. It's plain, whereas this is my top side with all the wording. So leaving a good tail, about 8 inches or so, I'm going to scrunch it and put it in the bow dagger on top of the wire. And this is, again, looking at me, top side. So now I'm going to turn, and the underside will look at you for a minute while you get your top side over that. Now I'm looking at the top side, I'm scrunching, and I got a nice bow here. Okay, bow start. Turning this, keeping it on top, looking at me, right side. A nice little bow section. Yeah. Alright. I'm going to turn it down here so that I get another top bow section looking at me. Scrunch it together in here. There's my tube. Turn this. And we've got 1, 2. Oh, it's so pretty. All right, now I'll take my wand and I can kind of put it this way. Press it down. Let's give it a good press. I like that. All right, now we go. One more on each side, right? And you can make more if you wanted more sections to your bow. You could go 4 on each side or whatever you want. Yeah. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? 2, 3. And there's my 3 over here. So now it's time to cut this off, leaving a good tail. About like that. I can always cut it too. If it's not, we'll cut into it and make a pretty ending after. Alright, so take my wand again. Scrunch this. Alright. Take my ends, bring them up and through. This is twisting on me a little bit. Through this end. Got it. Hold on to it and pull. What I taught. Hold tight. Yeah. Okay. Up and off the Bodabra. That aside. And there you have that. Pull it a little tighter. Take your 2 ends, twist them around like you're twisting a loaf of bread tie. A couple. Let's secure in there. Alright, now you can take your sections, bring them down, kind of facing at you, and you can start taking your pieces. One, go this way or whatever way works. Straighten that out a little bit. There. Oh, this is pretty too, folks. They, you know, don't estimate them on the roll. Sometimes they're prettier as you do them up. This is pretty. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Very pretty. Oh, that's lovely. All right, now we'll make our, that's really pretty, folks. And then what we'll do is we'll make the other section that I talk about, the middle, and I'm gonna, making sure that my tails are about as long, I'll make this a little bit longer. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna make it about like that. Like that. I don't know. Okay. Alright, we can always cut it if I don't like it. And you know what I've learned through the years? Crafting is just, you know, trying things. And that's how you come up with new fun things. Is, you know, don't always stick to the old standard. Try new things. Yep. Alright, I'm scrunching, right, for my nice, and I want a nice, good size one, so I might, yeah, like this. That's good. So I'm going to take a piece of wire. Oh, okay. I can't believe it's already been 25 minutes with you folks. I will be finishing this up and then we'll say good night. And it's been fun. It's been real. Okay, let's do this. Finish this up. Okay, so again, I'm going to scrunch. Right? Whoop. Scrunch one way. Twist one way. And I'm going to twist the other way. And I got that good and secure. It's a nice section for my bow. I'm pulling them apart. You know, and working my hands. And there you have a nice center section. That's going to go nicely on here. And which one's that? Yeah, that's that. Okay. I can't really tell. Oh, people, this one's pretty. Prettier than I thought it was going to be. Alright, so there's that. That. Alright. I'm just going to twist this around for a few. So I know it's on there. Alright. There's that. Alright, now I've got two. You can kind of keep them together. Two wired sections. That's actually, oh, lovely. Lovely, lovely. Okay, folks. We have another bow made. And again, make these up. Use them on gifts. They're beautiful. This would make, you know how you get some of that pretty paper with this color purple in it? Navy? Oh, this would be lovely on it. On a big gift, that would be lovely. Look at that, folks. See if I can come up with it.